Welcome, guys, to my first episode of Just Arab Things. I'm here with my great friend Nina Kharoufa. She doesn't like her last name, but I think it's cute.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and thanks for making me your first guest. I feel so special.
I'm honored to have you as my first guest. I'm a huge fan, not just a friend,
you.
a fan as well. And I've been following you such a long time, and I love your comedy. I cannot do what you do because my parents would kill me. But you inspire a lot of hijabis, and that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Everything you do is great.
That's my favorite compliment, when I feel like I inspired a hijabi to know that she could do whatever she wants despite societal stigma. It just makes me feel like my life is worth something.
It's worth something regardless, but what you're doing is so much fun. It's wonderful. So if those of you that don't know, back in 2019, Nina was on a cooking show. And correct me if I'm wrong, was this your viral moment, that show? Is that what made you viral?
I guess viral is a very subjective term. I never had like a huge following, but I was always somehow doing something out of the ordinary.
Right.
I've been doing that since high school. Like, I was in drama club in high school. I was the only hijabi in drama club. So it started at a very young age, but that was, I want to say, my first time on TV, where I actually had a role, if you want to say. It's more reality, but yeah, because I wrote a book after that. So that was definitely my first time on television.
Right.
And it spoke exactly to my personality, so I think it was a perfect thing.
Okay, so you went on Worst Cooks in America.
Yes.
Okay, what encouraged you to do that?
My agent at the time was like, Nina, you need to get on TV, you need to broadcast your personality, so you need to do something reality. So I was like, okay, what's there to do? I'm not going to do Love Island or all these shows that you have to
You should have done Dating Naked.
Right? You
would have stood out.
The reality TV market right now is not the best, so he was like, you don't know how to cook, right? I said, hell no. He was like, okay, let's get you on this. So we signed up, and I had an audition, and then a second audition, and then the third audition. I guess they really wanted to make sure that you really don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't fake. I still don't know how to cook. So I got casted, and then I got eliminated.
From the first round, right? The first one, then the second one.
You know what? I was the worst cook of America, and I fully embrace it.
Honestly, listen, I'm not saying this because you're my friend, but I watched the whole episode that you were in. The other guy that was you were the last two, the other guy was terrible. I mean, they could have given you another chance.
Funny backstory. I did a comedy show with Idris a year before that, and we had each other on social media, but we weren't friends. We never spoke or caught up with each other. And then the first day of filming, because we were in a hotel, and they were like, everybody come down to the lobby, we're gonna have dinner. And I go down, and they're like, meet the other contestants, and I hear, oh my God, Nina? And I look, and I was like, oh my God, I know you. And it was like, we did a comedy show together, and then we both got booted on the first episode. I think it was some sort of we just had bad luck together. I don't know, because the comedy show didn't go that well either the year before that.
A series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know, when you were cooking that chicken, what was going on in your mind, girl?
So the producers had told us that we get to cook 2 meals on the first episode. Mm-hmm. One is going to be one that they provide for us, and they tell us how to do it and all that. And then the first one, we could cook whatever we want. Mm-hmm. But they were like, you need to give us a heads up on what you want to cook so we could have the ingredients for you. So I was like, I don't know, I'll just make fried chicken or something. I forgot about it. So before the first day of filming, they really walked us through safety precautions and whatnot, because they don't want anybody to get injured. So there was a lot of people there to medical and all this kind of stuff in case someone cuts their finger. And then they were teaching us how to use all these different devices, cooking devices. And then there was a deep fryer. And then they were like, oh, this is how you use a deep fryer. And I'm
Was it the first time you used a deep fryer?
Yeah. And then I was like, what idiot is using a deep fryer?
I know,
and they were
I've never used one either.
you are. And I was like, me? And they're like, oh, we have in your notes that you want to make fried chicken, so we got you a deep fryer. You literally said,
what idiot, right?
Yeah, I was
and they're like, you.
I was like, what idiot is going to use a deep fryer? It's so complicated. And they're like, you are. I was like, oh, damn. So I had turned on the deep fryer, put the chicken in, but it was too hot, so the outside got burned, and then it was gooey and bloody in the middle.
They didn't show that, like, when the judges
Because
tasted
I
it.
re-cooked it because Bobby Flay was like, "You're gonna kill someone." It's
Salmonella.
like put it back, and then it burned, and it was a whole thing.
They didn't show. I was like waiting the whole show
You
to
didn't
see
wanna
your
see
plate,
it.
and then they didn't show it. I was like, damn.
I'm glad they didn't show it because I embarrassed myself enough that day.
How do you embarrass yourself on a show that you're supposed to be a bad cook on it?
Because I was the worst out of the worst.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was fun though.
I didn't know there could be shows where you could like be bad on them, and that's a good thing.
So I think that was my first quote unquote viral. Because I mean, I did an Uber commercial before that, like, but it was nothing like where I got to like speak and broadcast myself.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say that was my first viral moment, and then it just kind of took off after that.
And it's pretty skyrocketing right now. I
Thank
mean,
you.
that's what I see. So how did you get into stand-up? Let's talk about that real quick.
So I always loved comedy, but I never wanted to do it. I always just observed from far away. And I would always go to comedy shows, and then I started to produce for Dino Boydella, who I was a big fan of before I met him. I mean, I'm still a fan of him now, but we've passed that level at this point. And he would always produce these Big Brown shows like every 3 months, and I would always go. He'd always put me on the list. And I was just like, I love comedy. And he was like, Nina, you're really funny. Like, you should try it out. And I was like, okay. So me and my friends did like an open mic in Queens at like 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. You had to pay $5 to get in, and then they gave you 5 minutes to perform. They put your name in a bucket, and then they pick randomly. So when I went up, I performed for like 2 minutes, I think, because my joke was only 2 minutes, and I didn't have anything else prepared. So I was like, good night, guys. And everyone like cheered and stuff, and it was, I mean, I did a terrible job, but it was so much fun. So I was like, wow, like that wasn't.
Well, the first experience is always going to be like a
Yeah.
little awkward, so.
So I was like, you know what? I really need to like learn how to do it because I'm very big on educating yourself on certain types of skill that you want to pursue. So I signed up for like a comedy club, like a comedy school, and I did it for like 9 months. And in between,
There's a comedy school?
yeah, I did
That's
it in
a thing?
Manhattan. Yeah.
Yo, Zaina, where's my sister? She needs to sign up.
So I did comedy classes. I did intro to comedy, writing, crowd hosting, and crowd work. And in between comedy school, I was still performing and trying it out. So then I graduated comedy school, and
This is like an institute on its own, though. Like
yeah, it's not like a college or
a
anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
it's like
that's
a-
so cool, though.
yeah, it's like a program. I really took it seriously and really practiced and started performing 4, 5, 6 times a week, like at open mics and stuff, just rehearsing the same sets over and over. And I just started getting booked on shows, and then COVID came and ruined my life. But alhamdulillah.
Everybody's like, girl.
So yeah, I really studied, for sure.
That's all. I didn't even know there was a comedy school. But that's really cool, though.
Yeah.
My sister should look into that because my
She
sister has
should.
no career.
Comedy's
I
fun.
didn't say that.
Comedy is so much
It
fun.
is. It is so much fun. I'm just wondering, when you first went on the stage, did you have like stage fright, or you're just like you're social? You like that
No.
the spotlight, or you like?
I didn't have stage fright because, like I said, I was always in the game from a young age.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I did drama club for 4 years, so I was in musicals and plays, and then I also emceed a lot of events. So I used to MC like AMP events, American Muslims for Palestine. So I would MC like fashion shows and things like that. So I did already know what it felt like to be on stage, but this was the first time that I was being kind of judged
Yeah.
on the things I said instead of just like introducing a speaker or just no one really cares about the MC. Like, but now I'm like, it's all quiet, everyone's listening, and I have to make them laugh. It's not just introducing a guest. So I was kind of nervous about
What
that.
was your joke? Do you remember?
Oh my God. My first joke, my first day, I think I remember. Oh my God. This is so bad. I don't even want to admit this out loud. It was a joke that a friend helped me.
Can I tell you a joke?
Yes.
My sister told me this yesterday. It's like so lame. She's like, what did one nut say to the other while I was chasing it?
What?
I'm a cashew.
That sounds like a popsicle stick joke.
It's so bad.
Which would have been better than the jokes I had
probably
came
even
up
said it
with.
wrong.
That's a cute
Should
joke.
I be a comedian?
Yes, you should. I think everyone should try it. But yeah, my jokes were terrible. They're still terrible. I'm still learning. I'm still getting the hang of things. It takes a very long time to
You
get
know,
good at comedy.
One joke that you made that cracked me up, I still go back to the video all the
Oh
time,
God.
is the
Is it a-
pregnancy test joke.
Is it a Plan B joke?
Yeah, that one. That, oh my God, I was crying when
So time number 775 when I got canceled by the
Please
internet.
say it. Yes, please. On my show.
So the joke is not even that bad.
It's not. It
it's
really
not bad at
isn't.
all.
It's just
And-
it's such a taboo in our community.
What's so funny is that like I posted it on TikTok and it went viral, and then people were commenting like, I bet your mom hates you. And I was like, my mom took this video from the audience. So I don't think she hates me. She hates me for other reasons, not because of this.
Sorry, Mom.
My comedy is the least of her concern. But no, it's not that big of a deal. Like, everybody says things like that at home, so it's like,
Yeah.
what's the big deal because I said it on a microphone? Like, and even if the joke was true, let's say it was based off of a true story, mind your own business. Like,
That's true. Facts.
I
I mean, you're not affecting anybody in any way, so I don't know why.
Yeah, but it's
the
like if-
haram police comes and attacks you.
yeah, but it's like if I was a male and I said that joke,
It'd
no
be
one
mad
is gonna
funny.
bat an eye.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like, I'm so confused. Do you care about the religious aspect of it, or are you just a misogynist who wants to control what women have to say? Because if I was a dude, you wouldn't have a problem with this. So,
I agree. But can you see the joke?
oh yeah, so the joke is like, I'm just talking about how people love to like talk to hijabis and like criticize us and stuff like that, or try to like give us advice. So the joke goes like, I went to CVS to pick up Plan B for a friend. And then the pharmacist told me that Plan B isn't halal, like halal, you know, and then I was just like, neither was the dick. And then like, it's not even that funny of a joke, to be honest.
It's funny because the way you said it.
Yeah, and then like the TikTok world like erupted. And I deleted it because I had like 6,000 comments of like people
But
like
haters are
fighting.
gonna hate. Whatever.
So I was just like,
Turn
I
your
don't.
comments off next time, whatever. But I thought, me personally, I thought it was hilarious.
Thank you.
And I forwarded it to all my friends, and that's when I knew me and Drew were gonna be best friends. When I saw
you.
that video, I was like, this girl's literally me.
Yeah, and it was just like, I was just annoyed because I've posted such funnier things, and it's like, that's the one that goes viral. What about all my other stuff?
Because that joke has something that the Arab community doesn't like to talk about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's such
Well, they need to just
taboo.
get over it.
They should.
like-
Really. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal at all. But it's funny that you mentioned haram police because
Yo, haram please. Oh my God.
they need to be like,
They need to be canceled.
yeah.
Literally. That's the thing that actually needs to be canceled on social
And-
media.
And I just feel like as Muslim women, especially hijabis, are some of the most resilient people on planet because it's a constant battle every single day. We wake up every day and we have to battle our own insecurities, our own like just battles within ourselves to like be the best that we could be. You know, we're flawed humans. No one is perfect. So we have to battle ourselves and our own thoughts every single day.
Yeah.
Then we have to battle society and colonizers and white people and racism and bigotry and all that stuff. And then on top of that, we have to battle within our own community because a lot of these Muslim men and Arab men are just such misogynists that they try to give us advice. Meanwhile, they're just trying to police what we do and what we say and what we post because they'll try to play it off as if they're trying to give us advice because that's their duty as a Muslim. But it's like, or they'll play it off as like, oh, I'm just educating you on what's haram and halal. But it's like, most people who are sinning know that they're sinning and
Yeah.
still do it. So why
They don't
point
need
it out?
someone to tell them anyways. Like, exactly.
You're not educating anybody. You're just trying to embarrass
Stating
them. And
obvious.
they'll be like, sister, your hair is showing. I mean, I don't show my hair. There's a lot of girls who wear
Yeah.
hijab. They show some of their hair. I personally don't, but I don't think that they're wrong for doing it. That's the way they want to wear it. More power to you. And then they'll be like, sister, your hair is showing. And it's like, I think she knows. And it's like, how would you like it if I was like, brother, you cheat on your wife? You know, it's not nice to point out people's imperfections.
Then he's gonna be like, mind your own business, and it's like,
Exactly.
well, exactly. Yeah.
Like, let's not point out each other's character flaws, if that even is a flaw.
it's not a flaw.
Um,
But I mean, it's definitely a struggle within, especially the Arab community. Like,
So yeah, hijabis are just bosses
we
because
really
we deal with everything, and we still wake up every day and we're bad bitches. So
Love you. But listen, did you watched Rami's show on Hulu, Rami?
I did.
You remember in the first season, was it? His sister was sleeping with a white guy.
Yeah.
And she had a dream that her parents walked in on her. Do you remember that scene?
I do.
So she was having sex with a white guy, and her parents walk in on her, and they bring in the whole family to like shame her for her sin, while Rami comes in and tells his parents, "Oh, I'm going out." And they're like, "Where?" And he's like, "I'm going to see a girl." And they're like praising him for going to see a girl.
The double standard in our community is, and I hate to parent shame because I'm not that kind of person, but you see, there's a big drug problem in our community. I could name 5 boys who have passed away due to drug overdoses. And again, I'm not blaming, there's multiple reasons why that happened. Like, it's no one's fault, but at the same time, parents are so concerned with what their daughters are doing that they
disregard
they look past
their sons,
their sons, and then look what ends up happening. And again, I'm not blaming the parents. Like, it could be many different reasons, but I just feel like if Arab parents focused the same amount of attention on their sons as they do their daughters, their sons would be better people, because there's a lot of men in our community who are pieces of shit. Like, let's just be real. Like, there's so many guys on the internet that, like, go on girls' posts and they're like, "You're a whore." Like, where's your mom? Do you think that it's okay to talk to a fellow Muslim woman that way? Like, who raised you? Like, does your mother know you're saying these things on the internet? Like, I always wonder, like, where's your mom, dude? Like, I can't imagine if I went online and, like, cursed at a stranger, my mom would smack me. Like, I just think that this double standard needs to just stop, because it's getting out of control.
I think, like, our generation right now, especially hijabis in our generation, the path that they're taking, the careers that we're making, and we're using our voices back against all that we've been facing for a while. I hope in the future when we get married and have kids, our kids don't have to go through that. I think we'd have eliminated it by then. I hope so.
I hope so too. 'Cause it's rough out here.
Yeah. Right. But definitely something we need to work on.
Yeah.
And it's dragging, guys. It's dragging. And I'm tired of it. Super tired. I don't talk too much about it because I feel like no one listens.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, the reason no one listens is because no one's talking about it. So every time something like that comes up, like when there's double standards or whatever, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say something. And I don't care who is going to be uncomfortable in the room. I don't care if it's not ladylike or I'm a Muslim
I ruin
person.
every family dinner and gathering with my mouth.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, no, especially with, back to the hijabi thing, like, I feel like a lot of people make hijabis stray away from religion rather than bringing them closer to it from their judgments. I
agree.
Again, I don't judge any woman who takes off her hijab for whatever reason. It's completely her decision. But I feel as though a lot of the situations that I've seen, and a lot of friends of mine or family members who have taken off their hijab, it was never, "I don't feel like wearing this anymore," or "I don't believe in it anymore." It was always, "I can't stand what people are saying." Like, and this is just my personal experience, every hijabi that I know that's taken it off was due to the ridicule within our own community. Like, how sad is that? Because, like,
it's the complete opposite of what
Yeah.
we're supposed to do for the women in our society. We're supposed to make them feel safe. We're supposed to make them feel comfortable. But instead, we attack them.
You're not wearing it correctly.
Yeah.
You shouldn't wear this. You shouldn't wear that. Your clothes are too tight. Your hair is showing. If you don't wear it correctly, just take it off. And then they take it off, and then they get shit on all over again. So it's like,
There's no winning.
there's no winning.
There's no winning.
So it's just really sad. And I just think everyone needs to just mind their own business. That's my life motto.
Yeah, I agree. Mind your own business. If it doesn't affect you, don't say anything
Yeah.
at all. Like, if it's not affecting your life, if you are not gaining anything out of it. I mean,
they'll play it as it's their business because we represent Islam, and it's like, I don't represent anybody except my
myself.
parents.
Yeah,
And
or
the,
my
and
parents,
the
exactly.
shitty way I was raised by
Stop, girl.
no, I'm just kidding. I love my parents. No, like, I don't represent anybody except myself. Like, I'm one little person from New Jersey, like, who does comedy. Like, I'm not. How can you say that I represent a billion people?
You know who
what represents it? The Quran.
Exactly. You
Like,
know
not
who,
me. I never asked for that responsibility, and I can't live my life trying to teach society because it's not my duty. Like, I can't live my life saying, oh, if I do this, then someone might, like, it's not my it's not my fault that people think the way they think, and I can't do anything to control it. So if people want to, they have every right to think whatever they want, and it's not my responsibility to live my life in order to shape that thought process.
100%.
So,
And I mean, if we're looking for role models, there's a lot of those in the Quran.
Yeah.
Especially women role models that are like
oh yes,
overlooked by a lot. I mean, we always talk about men role models, about Prophet Muhammad and then his companions, but we never talk about he did have women companions. Why don't we
Yeah.
talk about them? And like, there are role models that I think we get strayed away sometimes from religion because
Yeah.
our religion also doesn't give us like the information, like, oh, by the way, Nabi Muhammad, he did have a woman companion. The whole ayah in the Quran was brought down for her.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about that, and that's why we don't think, but we are set to believe that we don't have a place in the Arab community or the Muslim community, because growing up as Muslim women, we don't get that education. All they tell us is like, wear hijab and pray and get married and have kids.
I never asked to be a role model, and I can't live my life to try and raise someone else's children because they're somehow looking at me. That's your job as a parent. You decided to have children, you raise them and you teach them right and wrong. Don't rely on strangers on the internet to shape what you think is right or wrong. Like, it's not my duty. Like, I will do whatever I want, and it's not my fault that that's going to affect your child. That's your part as a parent,
Yeah.
to make sure that you guide your kids the way you want them to be guided. It's not Hollywood's job. It's not my job. It's not a girl on TikTok's job. That's your job as a parent. And it just sounds really lazy that you're saying that when people say, like, oh, but your kids are watching and you're a role model and you should do this. Like, no. The only person that should do anything for that child is their parent. That's it.
Exactly. Just like when you guys have like any TV show on TV, like whatever, and then you see that there's something inappropriate, you change the channel.
Yeah.
Teach your kids that this is wrong and right. You
Don't
can't,
let them be on social media.
You're not gonna
then.
tell them, oh, Hannah Montana is like a bad role model. No, you're gonna change the channel and then tell your children, don't do that. You don't attack Hannah Montana for the way she
Listen,
is.
I grew up watching everything crazy. Like, you can't say that, like, what you watch really shapes you, because I've watched murder movies. Do you see me grabbing an AK-47 and, like, being, like, you know, like, you can't just blame your child being shitty on what they're watching.
That's just lazy.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's lazy. It's like people who blame violence, video games, like that has no connection.
Hijabis, honestly, have it so rough. We have it so rough, from, like, family to society to our own community to just being judged and these preconceived notions when anyone looks at us. Like, it's crazy. My goal is to just make hijab so normal, and it's not. Even in 2021 in New York City, it's still not normal. I just long for the day that
You still get stared at.
yes,
Like, yeah, I know. I feel.
I
Like,
long for the day that I
Yeah.
just walk in somewhere and no one even bats. Like, I'm not loved, I'm not hated. Like, I'm just a normal
just another
person.
person in
I'm
the
just a
room.
bitch who walked in the room.
Okay.
That's it. Like, I'm nothing special. I'm nothing not special. Like, we're just people, and I think we're not looked at as just like normal people. As crazy as that sounds, even at the even at the gym, I get stared at. Like,
oh, don't even get me started at the gym.
and it's
Oh
not
my God,
even.
It's so weird.
It's
like,
not even staring like in a they're checking me out kind of way.
Yeah,
It's
it's like-
I'm an alien. I was just telling my coworker the other day, I'd rather have a guy stare at my ass than stare at my head. It makes more sense. Like,
I totally agree. You could stare at my ass. No, I'm just kidding. Cut that part out.
we're just people.
We are just people. I don't know why. I mean, what's the difference if I walk by with my hijab on and then another girl with a hat?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Just because you can tell I'm Muslim.
I don't know what the difference is, but it's also this is going to be a little problematic, but I feel like a lot of hijabi figures play into the stereotype more than they're helping the stereotype, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to drop any names, but I can name one or two that
Please don't.
that has like a big following, and she'll just always play the hijab card, like, I'm the first hijabi to do, and it's like sometimes it's not even authentic, and it's like, maybe if you just stopped reiterating how hijabis aren't normal and we don't do like, and we aren't included in everything, and there's like, then it would be normal when we do it, instead of just shining a light on the fact that you're the first hijabi to X, Y, and Z, like, or you're a hijabi so you deserve that. Like, just be you, like, just
that's an interesting
be yourself.
I never really thought of it
about
that.
She'll be like, I deserve to be here because I'm a hijabi and we need diversity, but it's like, you deserve to be there because you're smart and you're successful, and
the diversity part comes at the end.
Yeah, I don't think you should just get a trophy because they need you. Like, it's, why would you even want to be there if you're not wanted for yourself and your skill, only to just check off a list?
Agreed.
So I just want to be normal, and that's it. Like, even when I do podcasts or like radio hits, I don't say that I'm a hijabi. Like, if it comes up, it comes up, but I don't make it a point to make that my entire identity.
Yeah, I can totally relate to all of that. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about it. It just brought me down. Too. I was like, I have to go back to the world after this.
Yeah, no, I think what we're doing is great, though. Just trying new career paths and just getting ourselves out there and just chilling. I like that. Just chilling. I'm just chilling.
I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I like that. You made me feel better, girl. But are you on TikTok?
I am.
You are, right? Are you active?
On and off. I have phases. I'll go like a week where I'll drop 20 videos and then I'll get off of it for like 3 months. Like, I'm not it's time consuming, to be honest. 'Cause like Instagram, like, if I'm going somewhere and I take a picture, that's fine, but I'm not going there specifically for the gram. It just so happens I uploaded some content. Whereas TikTok is very like intentional, and you have to like think and record, and like, I wish I had more time to create content on TikTok, because sometimes I scroll through my stuff and I'm laughing by myself like a crazy person. Like, some of the stuff on TikTok is hilarious. It's definitely a pick-me-up app. So it's cool.
Can I say something, but don't laugh at me?
Yes.
I'm a boomer when it comes to TikTok. When it first came out, I hated it.
Yeah.
Every time Mrs. Smalls would show me a video, I'm like, nope, I don't want to look. It's so annoying. What are these kids doing? What song is that? Like, I'm literally an old lady when it comes to TikTok. And not only that, I don't know how to use it.
Okay.
Like, you know the silhouette challenge?
Yes.
That's my favorite trend right now. I love it. It's so hot. I wish I could do it, but I can't. I tried like to do it, like, to practice on my cat. And I couldn't figure out how to use the app. So I was like, okay, this is embarrassing. I'm like 25, I'm a millennial. I should know how to use technology, right?
Yeah.
No, it's hard. It's really hard.
It's super hard.
It has too many buttons for me.
No, it's easy once you get the hang of it. It's just like, it's an app where you need to create new content and like different content and like funny things and things that are relatable and things like there's a whole like algorithm to it. It's a lot of work that hopefully one day, by the time I have free time, TikTok is gonna be like long gone.
What's your favorite TikTok trend right now?
I don't know. Besides the silhouette challenge, is there anything else out? I haven't been watching.
The Bust It challenge.
I did the Bust It challenge, but I've morphed into my coworker, and then he twerked.
Oh, that's funny. that's creative.
Thank you. You see, like, I think that was the last time I even posted. Like, it was like a month ago almost.
You're busy, so
yeah, I'm super swamped. But I do love TikTok. TikTok, if you're listening, verify me.
Verify her TikTok.
Once I start posting more.
I don't even have anything on my TikTok. The only thing that anything related to TikTok is my sister making a video of videos of me doing crazy shit. You know when that trend came out? When they show you, like, this is how my people see my sister.
Yeah.
And then they show, like, normal pictures.
Yeah.
And then, like, a whole, like, embarrassing, like, stream.
I did that.
Yeah, my sister posted it. And I'm like, if I go viral, I don't want to go viral.
That was a great trend. I loved it. Because it shows the authentic
Yeah.
side of people.
It's just really embarrassing.
So I made that TikTok, and it said how people see me, and it was the host on Al Jazeera saying that I'm a role model, and then it was like how I really am. Then it was like me falling, me getting into a car accident, me like all those things.
That's pretty funny. I miss Vine.
I never had a Vine.
You never had Vine?
No.
I missed that era.
Vine came and went before I jumped on the bandwagon.
But I don't know, I miss the Vine vibes. It was different than TikTok. I feel
I
like,
keep hearing that, but I don't know what the vibe, like I was never on
do
it.
you know like
I know like King Bash was on
Yeah,
Vine,
yeah,
Brittany Furlan, like I know the OGs because I ended up
Lele
following them on
and
Instagram.
Hannah, yeah.
But
When Vine first came out, it was like 6-second video. It was just like TikTok, but it's shorter because this is like literally just 6 seconds. So you got to get the whole idea in that 6-second video of like relatable things. And we were still like in, I think it was like high school.
yeah, I was in high school for sure.
And you see all these kids jumping on this app and like doing these things, and I'm like, oh my god, me too. Oh my god, me too. And then it went like crazy, this app, and it was like, it was owned by Twitter, I think. And then they said they had no more funding for it, and I was sad. I was like, I wait until I finish school to get home to watch my Vines, so I know that other people are like me. But yeah, that was a great era. I really miss. But now we have TikTok kind of to replace that.
Do you think it's gonna be like long term, or it's gonna fizzle out like Vine?
TikTok is kind of. Isn't like TikTok way bigger than like Instagram right now and YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't think they'd want to defund that.
No, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think if it fizzles out, it's gonna be anything about money. I just think people might get like.
Oh, you think it's gonna die down? Like
yeah,
you're gonna
just
get
like
bored?
people are gonna stop. Like, how many video ideas can you possibly have? Even a lot of like my old friends who were like big on it, just little by little, just
they got bored.
not bored, just ran out of ideas. Just it's not.
I mean,
like
I
a
could see it
long-term
dying
thing.
down.
It might take a while.
Yeah,
though.
it might take a while though because there's.
It's still popping right now.
It is really popping. So if you guys just hop on TikTok and follow her so that TikTok can verify her. But yeah, I think I understand, but the point of it like dying down because there's how much content can you create, but every day there's something new on it. Like as long as people are producing music, people are coming up with these dances, and it's just.
I feel like when TikTok first came out, it was all about the dancing.
Yeah.
But now, because it got so saturated, I feel like the dancing is just a small niche on TikTok. Now it's like
Maybe that's
inspirational
just my niche,
videos.
that's all I know about TikTok.
Like it's inspirational videos. There's cooking videos. There's comedy. There's just vlogging type stuff. Like there's fashion. So now that the TikTok world is so saturated, like I guess it makes it seem like it's going to be last longer.
It might last long. It will die down eventually because humans are getting bored easily, and it's really hard to create content.
Now there's Clubhouse.
I tried to sign up for that. Apparently, there's like a waiting list.
Oh, I'm on it, but I don't know how to use it.
Oh, can I have your account?
How do I do it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I signed up for it, and it's like there's like a waiting list.
I put my picture, and I put like a little bio, and I followed everyone in my contacts who has it, because it was just like one swift button, and then I'm like, okay, now what? And it's been like 2 weeks, and I don't know what to do with it. I need to watch like a tutorial or something.
I've never used it.
Because I heard Clubhouse is like the next thing.
You think so? You think it's
don't
going to take
know.
over? If you guys don't know what Clubhouse is, I don't either. I just know that a lot of people are talking about it. It's like this social networking place where you actually talk to people. Like it's voice, right?
It's like chat rooms, but voice.
No texting.
And there's no record of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be
You
dangerous.
you can never record it. I guess there's like
Yeah.
you know, like some apps don't let you screen record. Like there's like a block.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
what the
Snapchat does that and Instagram
technological
does that, yeah.
like term is for it, but you can't record it unless you literally have another phone like
Yeah.
recording it. But there's no record of conversations, and everything just like deletes.
That's
So you can it's like
that's dangerous and cool at the same time.
I want to say it's like chat rooms kind of thing.
like real life chat rooms.
Yeah,
'cause
and then
nobody
like, I know there's like categories of like different kinds of chat rooms.
Oh my god, I can't wait till I like get in. I want to see what the hype is about.
I don't know.
Give me your phone. I want to see. But yeah, all right. Let's see where Clubhouse goes. Maybe they'll sponsor us. We're talking about all these brands right now. It was a pleasure. I would love to have you back again. You are
love to.
so fun to talk with. and I love seeing your face. You're so
Thank
beautiful.
you. You are. Thank you for having me.
Of
It was
course,
such a great time.
anytime. Oh,